Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We're back. We're doing a best of 3 Forgotten Realms draft. Rare Meteor Swarm. Very, very filthy card. Just wins games so easily. 6 mana, and you probably get a 3-for-1. Likely get a 3-for-1 and immediately win the game. Very, very dirty card. What else is in this pack? We've got Wizard class, which is playable. We have Ray of Enfeeblement, which people are saying I should maybe get a little bit more on board with. Main deckable, even when you're not playing against white. Which I'm behind. I think 1 mana to give -4, -1 is still pretty reasonable. And obviously 1 mana, neg4 instant speed against white is insane in the Membrane. We've got Minimus, Containment, Arcane Investigator, Soul Knife, Spy. Pretty decent playables. I like the Armory Veteran. And that's about it. Meteor Swarm. Alright, follow-up pick. Well, I love manlands. Otherwise, in red, we just have Hoarding Ogre. Charm Sleep is premium removal. Minimus Containment is pretty good removal. I like the Smith, the Monk. Horde Robber I like. I mean, Hoarding Ogre is a good card, but I think I might just, take the manland. Even over the removal spells, just because I just think manlands are just always amazing. You get a free spell that's also a resource and doesn't take up a slot in your deck. Just really good. Plus, this has Menace, which is also good. I guess, exiling cards from graveyards can totally be relevant as well. Let's just take it. Be happy about it. If it doesn't pan out, so be it. All right. Best card here. Well, let's see. In red, we have You Come to a Null Camp, which isn't that good. Boots of Speed, which is actually pretty good. And then Critical Hit, which is kind of whatever. Maybe it's okay. Could take the Intrepid Outlander. Could take the White Dragon. I don't think any of these red cards are particularly worth taking. White Dragon is 6 mana, which is a lot more than 2 mana, as it turns out. And I do really like this card, but I think we still just take the White Dragon. If I'm going to take a 6-drop, it's one that's evasive and locks something down. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Alright, now we have Fireball in red, if I want to take that. In white, we have Dawnbringer Cleric and Dragon's Disciple. Do, in fact, have a dragon, but I don't think Dragon's Disciple is all that good. In black, we have Sepulchre Ghoul and Feign Death and Clattering Skeleton, all good. I think we just take the Fireball. I mean, of the 3 cards I have, Meteor Swarm is definitely the one I want to play the most. Plus, I think Fireball is actually a pretty good card. Despite being 5 mana in a 2-drop format, the 2 damage actually comes up and can be pretty good in some circumstances. I finally did have the achievement unlock tie or draw game off of each of us taking 2 damage, but I'm okay with that. All right, wow. Well, You Hear Something on Watch is a good reason to pursue white. In red, we just have Boots of Speed. Minimus Containment is good too, but I'd rather have You Hear Something on Watch. This card's just great. Love it. Defensive, offensive, great card. Big advocate. Yeah, Minimus Containment would be fine too, or another 2-drop creature. But let's just take You Hear Something on Watch for now and be happy about it. Okay. So now, Gloomstalker, Rangers, Hawk, Goblin, Javelineer. I could take the Hawk. It's a flyer. I mean, red-white typically wants to be aggressive. I'm not a huge Gloomstalker fan. Best card in here by a long shot is probably the Apprentice. Gretchen Titchwillow, good for its deck. Vampire Spawn, pretty good. Let's just take the Rangers Hawk and probably be okay with it, I guess. It's evasive. It can wear equipment well. Why not? All right, well, Dwarfhold Champion, good pickup for us here. 2-drop, 3 power, baby. Name of the format. Boots of Speed, once again, could take. Delver's Torch, a little bit clunky, but, I mean, if it gets going, it's good. And then Great Axe, good. Better than I initially gave it credit for, though. Well, it could be something we could do here. I mean, equipping it for free is probably pretty good, but let's just take Champion. Equipping it for free, I'm talking about like Brunor and whatever the class card is. Okay, I like You Find Some Prisoners. This card's good. Oh gosh, you guys are going to be so upset with me. Once again, I forgot to turn off the manual, whatever it is. I wonder if I could do that right now. Auto order triggered abilities, auto assign combat damage. I think we want this auto ordered triggered abilities off. Thank you for whoever mentioned that to me. I appreciate it. All right. Some blue picks in here that are really good, actually. Yeah. I mean, Soul Knife Spy is excellent. Arcane Investigator is good. Nothing, you know what? Just speculating that maybe for some reason we can't make... Gosh, I sure hope we can make Meteor Swarm work. The 3 red cards we have are pretty good, but Soul Knife Spy, definitely the best card there. All right, you know what? Let's just take the Gloomstalker. It's on color. I guess technically we have a card that ventures, so maybe we'll find more. I mean, if you get double strike, it's good. Jeez, that's a weird glitch. It's the second time I've seen that. All right, all the Gloomstalkers. Potion of Healing, Life Gain Synergy can be good. I don't think we're going to need a Potion of Healing, but I sure hope we don't need Gloomstalker either. So, don't need any of these cards. Alright, getting a second to last pick 2-drop that's playable is good. Your Ambush on the Road, I guess, is a playable trick as well. Alright, Triumphant Adventure, if I wanted to splash, I could take that. But I'm looking at either Priest of Ancient Lore or Plundering Barbarian. I think it's probably give the edge to the Priest. Just cannot overstate how awesome gaining life and drawing cards is on your a body that can trade with something. Probably trades with a lot of things in this format. Let's still possibly try to hopefully make red work. If we can't, it's unfortunate. I mean, I could pivot black-white, and then I'd get to run Feign Death and Hive of the Eye Tyrant. But, I mean, Meteor Swarm is by far still the strongest card we have. Let's see if we can make it work. I'm going to take Priest of Ancient Lore, be happy about it. See if we can supplement here. Minsk. Well, we could splash this. This card is good. Do we have treasure generation? I don't think we do. No treasures yet. You Find Some Prisoners could potentially get us the land we need. I mean, I'm not giving up much by taking Minsk here. And, I mean, we are in the colors that would want to splash this. So, let's give it a try. Otherwise, it's like we're giving up a Hulking Bugbear, a Mace, and an Earth Cult Elemental. I mean, I think we're just supposed to take Minsk here, to be quite honest. Alright, well, here's a good pass, because Battlecry Goblin is not a fair card. This card is just insane. I feel like in the late game, you just end up pumping like 3 of your creatures +4/+0. And you're like, wait a second, my 2-drop did this? I have like 3 6/2s because of my 2-drop? Yeah, this card is ridiculous. Veteran Dungeoneer and Half-Elf Monk are kind of just playable. Goblin Captain would obviously be good, but we're taking the best card here by a long shot, which is Battlecry Goblin. And then immediately follow up another one? Yes, please. Wow. Chaos Channeler is good too, but I'd rather just have 2-drops that synergize with each other and don't feel fair. Alright, Dawnbringer Cleric, but I think we're on a good beatdown path now if I take this Hobgoblin Captain, especially given that I've got Battlecry Goblin. So with Goblin and this one, just 1 pump and we're already spitting out Goblins, so that's just real filthy. Real filthy. Got just a Goblin deck going here. Alright, well, technically Hoarding Ogre can splash for Minsk. This is true. It also ramps for Meteor Swarm. It's just a good card. I think we take it. Never usually get excited about 4-drops, but especially when You Find Some Prisoners in here, which is, like I said, pretty good. But no, Hoarding Ogre, I think exactly what the doctor ordered for this deck. Amazing with Meteor Swarm, splashes for Minsk, which I'd still like to do. Ranger's Hawk versus Dueling Rapier. Well, we have 12 creatures currently. I kind of like Dueling Rapier. It just kind of turns your little dudes into bigger threats and can be a combat trick. And it's a combat trick you don't feel bad about. Like, even if you end up losing your creature, it probably is going to end up killing something bigger, and you get to retain the rapier, even if it is an expensive cost. I like it. Orb of Dragonkind, not really what we're looking for. I think probably taking Divine Smite makes sense, but could also take the Spike Pit Trap. But, I mean, if we're playing against black, 2 mana, exile, a black permanent is pretty good. So we'll take that over 20 gems and playable removal and Spike Pit Trap, but I'm just hoping we can find better, I guess. All right, Devoted Paladin is legit just good. Definitely legit good. Get a win con that pumps your whole team. Otherwise, you could take another Rapier, but I like the Paladin. I think it's a good card. All right, we'll take the Earth Cult Elemental. I don't think we really need it, but whatever. Here, we'll just take the worst card, which is probably Shocking Grasp. You come to a Null Camp. So I would take a combat trick over a Brazen Dwarf. I don't think we're rolling many dice anyway. Devour Intellect, probably worse. Mimic, yes. All right, Ranger class is definitely powerful. I guess we're splashing Minsk already, so this card is totally something we can consider splashing. Otherwise, Swarming Goblins, obviously going to be nuts when you've got double Battlecry Goblins, but I could see splashing Ranger class. I'm not opposed. I mean, this effect is very strong. It is a body, and then, I mean, that ability wins the game. The level 2 does win the game. I'm not giving up anything I really care about. Like, a Swarming Goblins, it is good. You don't need it to win with Battlecry Goblin, I'll tell you that much. Whatever. We'll see if we can make it work. Get one anyway if I want. Probably do. Nothing else here for us, so alright. Swarming Goblins. Good with Devoted Paladin as well. So, this feels like a bit of a miss. Don't want to splash any of the green. There's just a Paladin Shield, which I don't think we want. Might just take this to get the rare, because I don't care about any of these, and I'm not going to splash anything there. I mean, technically we have a deck, but I'd like some more fixing. Here we go. Improvised Weaponry versus, I mean, Portable Hole is definitely better. I mean, there's a chance, too, we don't splash. I might be okay with that. Maybe we'll just take Portable Hole. It's just efficient removal. I think it actually, believe it or not, deals with quite a few more things at a lower cost than Improvised Weaponry as well, despite Weaponry being a splash card, or a way to splash, I should say. All right, we can take Minimus Containment. We're not really dice rolling. Armory Veteran would be fine. How many 2-drops do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of doing okay. I mean, you can always use more 2-drops, but Minimus Containment deals with a lot of things at a pretty reasonable cost, so I'll take it. Don't need any of this. I guess I'll take Windfall. I've seen it played, but does technically fix as well. Or we could take Boots of Speed here. Boots of Speed is kind of a big game winner. Kick in the door. We already have Gloomstalkers we don't want to play. Wow. Well, this pack was a bit of a disaster. Yeah, alright, well, pack 3 didn't work out, but I think pack 2 worked out pretty well. I kind of feel as though we're not going to end up splashing just because we didn't really get that many ways to do so. We have essentially Hoarding Ogre, Unexpected Windfall, and that's about it. I mean, the 2 cards I have would be certainly pretty strong cards to splash. Maybe it's worth it. We'll consider it. Let's cut cards we don't really want for now. Probably not that. I don't know about 2 Boots of Speed. Nope, no, I'll run. I'm okay with 1, though. Probably don't need Kick in the Door. I mean, we're also not venturing much. I think that's another problem. Not venturing is going to make it a little bit more challenging to splash. 15 creatures. This also counts as a creature. I don't know if we need the Earth Cult Elemental. Don't need the Price of Loyalty. I kind of want to cut those Gloomstalkers since we have like barely any venturing. So maybe we bring this back, cut one of those. So we're at 15 creatures. Can cut this. So ways to fix for Ranger class currently, because we have a lot of red mana necessary if I actually want to cast Meteor Swarm. Ways to fix currently: Unexpected Windfall, Hoarding Ogre. Technically, you find some prisoners, could find a green mana. And Ranger's Hawk could legitimately splash when we generate a treasure off 2 ventures. So, okay. So, yeah, there are ways to splash for this. I mean, they're cool enough that I want to try and splash for them. I'd probably do it, I guess. I mean, yeah. Not exactly what you want to be doing in your aggro deck, but we probably give her a try. And I probably have to make one more cut. Technically, I can cut. I mean, there's just really no way we're going to complete a dungeon. And I really don't want to play a 3-mana 2/3. But that does bring us down to, I guess, it's okay to run 14 creatures in some circumstances. The circumstances being you have ways to draw cards, which we do. Unexpected Windfall. And you find some prisoners. But also if you're not running a lot of equipment, which unfortunately we are. I don't love the fact that we're running equipment with a low creature count. I know it says 13, but I'm counting you Ranger class. So these almost function as like half creatures. I typically try and count it like that. Your card draw or filter, is however you want to look at it. And things like this kind of count as half creatures. But I think this is how we're going to do it. Not the mana base, though. Probably... How many actual ways do I have to fix for green? Not that many. Usually I like having 5 ways for 2 cards to splash. So 2 forests, Ogre, Windfall. You find some prisoners. Man, I wish I had more ways than that. Ranger's Hawk too. Alright, close. I think we're running the extra red. We have a lot more red than white. Oh, we don't. That's surprising. Feels like we do. With all these doubles. Triples even. Alright, well, we're hurting our mana base a little bit, but if I don't splash, what am I running instead? Gloomstalkers? I don't think so. They're significantly worse. This is what we got. This is how we're running it. We'll see you round 1. Alright, it's a keep. Unexpected Windfall. Hopefully getting us where we need to be here. Which is Ranger class and Minsk territory there. Haven't quite figured out what I'm discarding yet. Maybe an extra land. Yeah, I guess an extra land. Uh-oh. So hulking. Oh. Well, that's cool. Guess we don't even need to do Windfall now. Let me think about this. If I do Windfall, it makes better use of mana. And technically it lets me go Ranger class plus level up next turn. And it will only cost me 1 treasure. Whereas if I play... It would also let me do Fireball plus Ranger class, but that would take all my treasures. going to go for the windfall play. I'm going to make better use of my mana here. I don't know if it's right. It may not be right, but I'm going to do it. Ooh. Well, I've got some choices here now. Probably play the white dragon. Alternatively, I mean, I have access to 7 mana, so I could do Fireball plus Ranger class if I really wanted to, which isn't bad. But let's just attack, see if they block. Kind of okay if they do. And then we'll do, I think we'll do white dragon here. Well, I can play white dragon. I mean, get this. Maybe I still make best use of mana. Yeah, I suppose so. Let's go. I guess we wait on the fireball then. So let's just do Ranger class. So I think we'll kill the... That's a goblin, so we'll probably kill the goblin here, I think. So I could level up plus do champion, but I think we'll just do dragon now. Get in for 3. I mean, obviously I have the option to block here with white dragon, but they could have... Oh. Or they just don't even give me the opportunity, I guess. So they can currently pump many times with that Battlecry Goblin. Just kind of scary. Oh. Gosh. They do have artifacts to sack, so I have to do Minimus Containment here. This much is clear. 7 mana. So I do have enough to do Containment plus Hoarding Ogre, which is probably the way to do it. So we have 1 card left in hand. I mean, the biggest threat is Battlecry Goblin, but Rust Monster is preventing me from attacking currently. I think we go Hoarding Ogre. I gotta think about this. I wonder if... I mean, getting in for 3 here is kind of a big deal. And I'm running out of timeouts. Goblin is a bigger threat, but if I do the Rust Monster, I can attack. But then they can smash back. And they can pump 3 times. Alright, I'm gonna risk it here. If they have removal, we're dead. Let's see. They go pump, pump. That's 2 pumps, and then they have 2 more pumps. So I block Battlecry Goblin after they spit out a Goblin. And they can get in for 3, 6. Unless my math's wrong. I don't think my math's wrong, but it might be. So if they go pump, pump, attack, they get in, pump the thing. Like I said, if they have removal, we're dead anyway, so it doesn't matter. or a steal effect. We were going to die anyway, so it doesn't matter. It came down to the last card, so that's fine. We can forego the spitting out and pumping thing. Alright. I do think we can win this match, though. Honestly, we felt fine there. It came down to the very last card, so it's fine. So I picked Premier. Okay. Could have sworn I picked best of 3, and I told you guys best of 3, but I guess it's best of 1, so we'll go to the next one. The only major issue with that, of course, being you pick cards specifically for sideboard, and then you're playing in a format that doesn't have sideboard, so not a huge deal, but a bit of an annoyance. That was a good rip. Feel like it's a good trade. Trade our 2-drop for their 5-drop. Ooh. Main deck Raven Feeblement paying off hard. I think their value turned out better than ours. We traded a 2-drop for a 5-drop. They just traded a 1-drop for our 5-drop. It's way better. Well, let's do, because it's, I could blow up their Reaper's Talisman instead. I wonder if that's better. I certainly don't want to bust Meteor Swarm just yet. Let's just take out Krydle. I'm okay with that. Probably... trying to think. Kind of want to find some action from their deck. So I do have Meteor Swarm. I can blow up the... I guess I'll blow up the talisman. I'm gonna wait one more turn. I don't want to, but I feel as though I'm gonna need more value here in order to win. Alright. Really didn't want to, but what can you do? All right. We'll see you for the next one. As soon as my opponent eventually does it. All right. All right. I don't really like this hand. We don't have white mana. We don't have threats that can play readily. We don't have any of our bombs. I don't like this hand either, but we'll keep it. We'll probably ditch Hawk, I guess. So the only one we're going to be able to play is the veteran, so we'll take that. All right. We'll see you for the next one. Lair of the Hydra. That one's good. I guess I'd rather trade off a Hobgoblin Captain, plus it deals more attacking damage, so I'm okay with that. Boots of Speed too, huh? Let's just go Boots of Speed, Battlecry Goblin, pass. That sort of makes sense. So if they gain life, Trialsar is going to get bigger. Well, this is tough. I guess I can't just let Trialsar keep getting bigger, so I'll block. White mana. Alright, well. Best use of mana would be Unexpected Windfall, though I don't want to discard either of these. So I guess we'll just containment this now. And then we'll Boots of Speed. And just get in for 3, I guess. I guess they technically could kill it now if you hear something on watch or whatever. But they didn't, so good. So I'd like to windfall next turn because it would allow us to get into White Dragon territory. And I do want to keep my Battlecry Goblin alive as well. Let's just do... Well, I don't want to discard either of these cards either. Jeez. What am I supposed to windfall away? My win con or my kill anything spell? I have no idea. Alright, let's just pass. I'm just going to presume that I guess I discard White Dragon because it's not as good as a Meteor Swarm. And then take the 2-for-1 with Meteor Swarm. Play one more. One more creature, please. Please, one more. No? Darn it. Gosh, I really don't want to discard this White Dragon. Can I afford to wait one more turn? I assume I can. Alright. Well, the cool thing is I could play that and spit out a Goblin, I guess. But then they just block with the Basilisk, and I'm still kind of left where I'm at before, where I can't play a Unexpected Windfall. I think we're going to discard the Battlecry Goblin. Well, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to Meteor Swarm or White Dragon that, so it's going to be tough to beat. Oh, well, that's kind of cool, I guess. And they have lethal with Purple Worm and Lair of the Hydra. I think we're just GG's. I think we're straight up just GG's here. I guess what I have to do is play White Dragon, lock down an Inspiring Bard, and be willing to just double block a Purple Worm. I think that is the play. As sad as that is. Because I have like no other way to deal with Purple Worm, so I think we got to do it this way. And Lair of the Hydra is just going to beat up on us so badly here. That's why these manlands are just so good. This didn't really feel like a 1-3 deck, but here we are. Well, maybe I double block the lair of the Hydra, because then I just lose a white dragon. And then I can go Ranger class plus Horde Ogre. I'll be at 5. So then at least I can... Not the triple block of Purple Worm. I guess I still wouldn't die. I kind of like this, actually. We take 9 here. We go to 4. I mean, another play I can do is Meteor Swarm this for 1, but it's got, oh, Ward 2. So I can just kill Purple Worm. Maybe I just do that. And then I can trade for Inspiring Bard. And they only have 2 cards left. So my other choice is Ranger class plus Hoarding Ogre. Which still, no, I think we got to do it this way, actually. I think we just pay 1 on here. And then we pay the ward cost. And if they have an answer for our Battlecry Goblin, we're dead, but did everything we could. Got rid of their Manland, got rid of their Purple Worm. Alright. Ended up going 1-3. I really like this deck a lot, too, so kind of disappointed, but what can you do? What can you do? I think I'm more frustrated because I really wanted to do best of 3 with this draft, but that's alright. That's what you get. Alright, pack 1, pick 1. Brunor versus Chaos Channeler, I'm thinking. Probably Brunor. The upside of this feels like it's a rare quality uncommon, so I'd take it. All right, thanks for tuning in, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you for the next one.